Ah, yes, fall season is well underway, and you can see leaves starting to change colors a little bit here.
It is absolutely gorgeous outside right now, and it's also great business for local landscaping companies. And we do have team coverage of the cooler temperatures and that boost in business. Chief Meteorologist Mike Alders in the Weather Center looking at these cooler temperatures.
But first, let's start with Adam Verahachiko, who's live in East Reno with more on how those landscapers always look forward to fall. Adam?
Well, Chris, locals are getting their lawn and other landscapes ready for the colder temperatures ahead. And while some do the yard work themselves, businesses like Signature Landscape say they're ramping up for a busy fall season. Locals are looking to get some last-minute work done on their yard before it gets too cold.
Getting one last lawn mow, getting some rake, trying to make sure all the weeds are gone for next spring.
A lot of wind we had this year, so a lot of debris. Just basic maintenance for the house, getting it ready for the winter.
Businesses like Signature Landscapes always look forward to the fall, which is the next busiest time for them after spring. Officials say they've been getting a lot of calls for fall turf aeration, which helps grow roots and reduces water usage by mixing oxygen and water into the root zone.
We do it over right around 600 to 700 households a year. And I tell you, just as a note, if there's one item that's going to make your lawn green in the spring, you know, get it aerated and get an aeration and a fertilization. Very good treatments.
On average, Fine says they go through 17 tons of fertilizer between August and November.
Your lawn needs food, and it's going to be wanting not as much nitrogen. Go to the other, you want to give it some more vitamins.
Their tree service workers have also been busy this season.
This year, our tree guys are out 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. Just taking care of stuff over hazards, removing trees, pruning trees.
Fine says he tells customers to make sure they have their sprinkler systems off by November 15th to prevent pipes from freezing.
And with that, we're always on a winter freeze alert to kind of check those morning temperatures to make sure we're not going to have any gotchas.
He also says to water your lawn at least a few times this winter when the temperatures aren't freezing.
Because it's winter and there is snow here and there, your landscape is getting water, but it couldn't be farther from the truth. And the trees have really suffered this year because of it.
And tonight I learned something you may not have known before. If you don't rake your leaves and get rid of them, it could bring pests like mice and bugs who like to live under the leaves. And the next warmest place for them to go to when it comes to be freezing is your home. Covering the big story live in East Reno, Adam Verahachiko, Channel 2 News.
All right, thank you, Adam. And while a lot of people tend to winterize their items in the next several weeks or so, the temperatures sure are getting cold at night. You've been feeling that? Chief Meteorologist Mike Alger in the Weather Center for us this evening. Mike, are we looking at freezing temperatures this week?
Well, we very well could by the end of the week. We're not going to see them tonight. We've actually warmed things up a little bit. This is probably going to be about as warm as we're going to be all week long here as we're starting again to see some wind come in aloft. This is a live picture from our Tahoe cam looking down on 10. You can see